Hello, friends. On April 25th, 2026, an event occurs that happens once every 84 years. Uranus moves into the sign of Gemini and will remain there until 2033. This is not an ordinary astrological event. Uranus is the planet of surprises, changes, breakthroughs, and technology. And Gemini is the sign of information, communication, transport, education, and connections. When Uranus enters Gemini, the rules of the game change in all areas where data, contacts, and speed matter. Imagine, the last time Uranus was in Gemini was from 1941 to 1949. What happened then? The first computers appeared. The era of television began. The world learned about transistors, and World War II ended, and the United Nations was created. Now imagine what changes await us from 2026 to 2033. In this video, I will tell you what global trends await the world, what all this means for each zodiac sign, in money, love, career, and health, and how to use the energy of Uranus in Gemini to your advantage. Let's start with the big picture. Global trends, 2026 to 2033. Uranus in Gemini affects 7 main areas. 1. Technology and communication. Artificial intelligence, neural networks, quantum computers, and 6G will become commonplace. Entirely new forms of communication will emerge. Perhaps we will move from text to thought interfaces. 2. Transport and mobility. A revolution in personal transport. Flying taxis, hyperloops, autonomous drones for delivering people and goods. Gemini loves short trips, so changes will affect urban transport. 3. Education. Schools and universities as we know them may disappear. They will be replaced by personalized AI tutors, online platforms with instant access to knowledge. Diplomas will give way to skill portfolios. 4. Economy and money. Cryptocurrencies and central bank digital currencies will become mainstream. New forms of investment will appear, for example, tokenized assets. Gemini rules trade, so expect a surge in freelancing and micro-entrepreneurship. 5. Medicine, telemedicine, AI-based diagnostics, genetic passports. Gemini rules the hands and lungs, so expect breakthroughs in treating asthma, allergies, and the creation of bionic prosthetics. 6. Social relationships. The concepts of friendship and partnership will transform. New forms of family unions will emerge, and monogamy may no longer be seen as the only valid model. Gemini is a sign of duality, so people will learn to switch easily between different roles and lives. 7. The information environment. Fakes, deepfakes, and manipulation will become even more sophisticated. But at the same time, truth verification technologies will appear. Those who master critical thinking will survive. The key word for the entire period is flexibility. Those who cling to the old will lose. Those who can learn quickly and change professions will become leaders. And now, what this means for each zodiac sign. Forecast for each zodiac sign. Aries. Aries, Uranus in Gemini activates your sphere of communication, siblings, short trips, and learning. What will change at work? You will stop working in one place for years. You will start combining multiple projects, freelancing, or opening a small business in information, logistics, or trade. Ideal. Become a blogger, YouTuber, or online teacher. In money, income will become unstable, but with the possibility of sharp jumps. Learn to switch quickly between income sources. In love, relationships will become less tied to daily life. You need a partner companion to travel and discuss ideas with, but not necessarily live together. If your chosen one is jealous and demands an account, you will part ways. Risks, information overload, the desire to do 10 things at once and not finish any. Learn to focus. Advice: master a new profession by 2028. Gemini loves variety. Become an expert in 2 related fields. Taurus, Uranus in Gemini affects your sphere of money, values, and self-esteem. What will change at work? Your usual stable income may change dramatically. Unexpected bonuses are possible, but also sudden expenses. You will start earning through communication, consulting, tutoring, sales. In money, stop saving only in cash or in one bank. Uranus in Gemini teaches diversification, cryptocurrency, digital assets, multiple currency accounts. In love, your partner may not share your new financial interests. It's important to negotiate and not cling to the old ways. For single Taurians, a meeting will happen through exchanging ideas, not through appearance. Risks: impulsive purchases and falling into debt. Gemini provokes frivolity with money. Get a separate card for whims. Advice: study personal finance, investments, and taxes. By 2030, you could become a financial advisor for others. Gemini, Uranus enters your sign. These are the most powerful changes in 84 years. What will change in life? Your personality, appearance, character. Everything transforms. You will become more unpredictable, eccentric. A sudden change of image, profession, or place of residence is possible. At work, you will generate ideas that seem crazy to others, but they work. Anything related to new technologies, aviation, astrology, AI is suitable. Risk: you may change jobs 7 times and still not find yourself. In love, your personal life will become like a roller coaster. Over 7 years, several vivid romances, quick marriages, and equally quick divorces are possible. Look for a partner who also values freedom. Risks: loss of sense of reality, impulsive moves, conflicts with the law due to careless statements online. Advice: every year, set one big goal and go toward it without distraction. Otherwise, Uranus will scatter your energy. Cancer. Uranus in Gemini activates your 12th sphere. Secrets, subconscious, solitude, and psychology. What will change in life? You will be drawn to esotericism, psychotherapy, meditation. Unexpected insights, prophetic dreams are possible. You will start noticing synchronicities. At work, if you work as an employee, hidden intrigues, secret competitors are possible. Better switch to remote work or freelancing. Great fields: IT security, database work, investigations, psychology. In money, income may come from unexpected sources, inheritance, winnings, gifts. But hidden debts from the past may also suddenly surface. In love, in the early period, 2026 to 2029, secret romances or the return of old feelings are possible. After 2029, you can take relationships to a new level if you have gone through inner transformation. Risks: isolation, depression, withdrawal. It's important not to close yourself off, but to use this period for deep work on yourself. Advice: keep a journal of dreams and intuitive insights. By 2030, you will be able to help other people. Leo. Uranus in Gemini activates your sphere of friends, like-minded people, and large social projects. What will change in life? Your social circle will completely renew. Old friends will fall away. New ones will appear, often unexpectedly, through the internet or on trips. You will become the leader of some community, possibly political or technological. At work, success will come through teamwork, crowdfunding, joint startups. Don't try to do everything alone. Great niches: event management, blogging, creating online schools. In love, you will now look for a partner among friends. For Leos in marriage, your other half may suddenly become involved in social activities, and you will have to share them with other people. Risks: spontaneous arguments with friends, reputation damage from one careless post. Learn to filter information about yourself. Advice: create your own channel or community in 2026 to 2027. By 2033, you will have a million-strong audience. Virgo, Uranus in Gemini activates your sphere of career, status, and recognition. What will change at work? Your profession may change abruptly and unexpectedly. You may suddenly leave a stable position and go into IT, journalism, logistics, or teaching. Frequent changes of management or reorganizations in the company are possible. In money, income will be tied to your popularity and connections. The more useful contacts you have, the higher your salary. Learn to sell yourself. In love, your partner may be jealous of your success. It's important to explain that career rises are common property. Single Virgos will find love at work or at a business event. Risks: burnout from the desire to control everything. Uranus in Gemini does not tolerate perfectionism. Allow yourself some chaos. Advice: by 2029, achieve expert status in your niche. After 2029, that status will start generating passive income. Libra, Uranus in Gemini activates your sphere of travel, higher education, and worldview. What will change in life? You will be drawn to emigration or long trips. You may suddenly go to study in another country or start working remotely from different cities. Your views on life will change radically. At work, successful fields: international trade, tourism, translation, diplomacy, science. You will be able to combine work and travel. In love, for single Libras, love will come from another city or country. For those in a relationship, traveling together will save the marriage. If your partner doesn't want to travel, you will separate. Risks: legal problems with documents, visas. Uranus brings unexpected twists, so always have a backup plan. Advice: learn a new language by 2028. It will open doors you never dreamed of. Scorpio, October 23rd to November 21st. Scorpio, Uranus in Gemini activates your sphere of other people's money, loans, inheritance, and deep transformation. What will change in money? Unexpected large sums, winnings, inheritance, loans that get forgiven, but also sharp losses due to partners. Learn to manage risks. At work, ideal. Banking, investments, insurance, cryptocurrencies, investigations. You will become the one who finds money where others lose it. In love, relationships will go through a crisis of trust. Uranus will uncover all secrets. If you are honest, the couple will strengthen. If there are secrets, separation is inevitable. For singles, love will arise through shared financial interests. Risks: impulsive debts, trading on the exchange without a strategy. Uranus can bring a big win, but also an instant loss. Advice: by 2029, create a financial cushion. From 2029 to 2033, invest in communication-related technologies, neural networks, messengers. Sagittarius, Uranus in Gemini activates your sphere of partnership and marriage. What will change in love? This is the most unstable period for your relationships in many years. If you are in a couple, unexpected breakups, or, on the contrary, spontaneous marriages are possible. Your partner may abruptly change profession or lifestyle. At work, business partnerships are also under threat. Do not sign long-term contracts without a termination option. Better work as self-employed or through project-based employment. In money, income depends on your partner's reliability. If they are stable, so are you. If they are erratic, your financial situation jumps. Risks: lawsuits, divorce proceedings, division of property. Uranus in Gemini teaches, before entering into a union, check documents and obligations. Advice: if you meet someone after 2029, that is your destined partner, with whom you will live until the 2040s. Don't be afraid of a sudden start. Capricorn. Uranus in Gemini activates your sphere of work, health, and daily routines. What will change at work? Your work processes will be completely restructured. New tools, AI assistants, remote teams will appear. You may change your profession to a more creative or technical one. In health, Uranus brings unexpected flare-ups, or on the contrary, miraculous healings. Pay attention to your nervous system, lungs, hands. Try alternative medicine, breathing practices. In money, income will become piece rate or hourly. Forget about a fixed salary. Now you earn exactly as much as you produce. In love is possible at work or at the gym. Your partner must share your love of order and a healthy lifestyle. If not, you will part. Risks: professional burnout, chronic fatigue. Uranus makes you work faster, but you need more rest. Advice: automate everything you can. By 2030, your work should be half done by robots. Aquarius. You are Uranus's favorite planet. It is in your element, and Gemini is your best friend. This period is a golden era of creativity and children for you. What will change in life? Incredible creativity will awaken in you. You will start writing, drawing, making videos, inventing startups. This is a time for the birth of ideas, as well as for the birth of children. In love, romance will feel like a game. You may fall in love with someone you are texting, only to be disappointed when you meet in person. Learn to distinguish fantasy from reality. In money will come through creativity. Blogging, design, music, literature. Unexpected income from cryptocurrency investments is also possible. Risks: scatteredness, the desire to start 100 projects and finish none. Uranus in Gemini is hyperactive. You need an anchor. Advice: get a notebook and write down 3 ideas every day. One of them will change your life by 2030. Pisces. Uranus in Gemini activates your sphere of home, family, and real estate. What will change in life? You may unexpectedly move, sell an apartment, and buy a house in the countryside, or conversely, move to a metropolis. Frequent changes of residence, rented apartments are possible. In family, relationships with parents will become unpredictable. One of your relatives may suddenly become rich, or on the contrary, lose everything. You will become a support for the family. At work, working from home is ideal. Online consulting, creativity, IT. You will be able to combine family and career without an office. In love will come through neighbors, real estate agents, or during renovation. For Pisces in a relationship, moving or renovation will either strengthen the relationship or destroy it. Risks: housing instability, problems with real estate documents. Check all purchase and sale agreements twice. Advice: by 2028, create a mobile home office, a laptop, good internet, minimal belongings. Then you can live anywhere. Summary and advice for the entire period. Let's sum it up. Uranus in Gemini 2026 to 2033 is a time of unprecedented freedom and instability. The main rules for survival and prosperity. 1. Learn something new every year. Your profession may become obsolete in 2 years. Be ready to retrain. 2. Diversify your income. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Multiple sources are the key to peace of mind. 3. Don't get attached to a place. Be ready to move work remotely, travel. 4. Verify information. Uranus in Gemini is a time of fakes. Trust, but verify. 5. Take care of your nerves. Practice meditation, breathing exercises, sports. Uranus causes overloads. 6. Don't be afraid to experiment in love. Old relationship formats are crumbling. Find your own. 7. Use technology. AI, automation, neural networks are your best friends. And remember, the one who changes fastest wins. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the forecasts for each month of 2026. Hit like if you believe in the power of astrology, and write in the comments, which sign are you, afraid of this period or looking forward to it? See you next time.